Hello everybody, Cooper here, and welcome back to another episode of the Steve Smith career mode here on Cricket 24. Alex Carey, please don't get out. He's done well. Hope you're all doing very well today. We are continuing on from the last episode where we hit a 100, our first 100 in our first test match of the series. We're just getting through this Alex Carey over, and then we will ourselves have a bit of a bat and hopefully score some more runs today. No run there. Jimmy Anderson is back into the attack. He's got a bit of a weird field in place. A little bit of swing about. I'm just going to see off the first couple of balls because it's been a couple of hours in between recording the first bit of this innings and now. That was a dicey shot. We've ticked over the 100 ball mark. We might try and run this down to deep mid-on. God, it's a play and miss. It's not a good shot. Just got to play every ball on its merits. Try not to premeditate too much. There we go. We're able to get that on the front foot. And the journey continues. Chris Wokes, I thought was actually quite economical earlier in the innings, but he's now going at 5.2 and over. They've got a very spread field in place. We get given the full toss. We'll get the single off of it. Alex Carey is doing well up the other end. Extra cover is where we're going to go for this delivery. There's a man back on the boundary. We'll just get the single. I feel like the next portion of this innings, with their fielders being so far out and spread out, there's not going to be a lot of boundaries for us now that we've got our 100. No, we're not going to run that. Didn't quite telegraph it as well as I had hoped. He's going around the wicket now. That's probably going to be a wide. We get the extra run. There is a short leg in place. Cop it on the body. Not doing great so far. I wouldn't mind him pitching one up on in and around off stump so I can drive it. He gives me an absolute peach of a delivery. Oh, we're going to be close. We get back. When I say peach of a delivery, I didn't mean the ball was that good. I mean the ball was there to be hit good. There's another dot ball. I reckon the cut shot behind might be the way to go. And it is. We've got it between sort of the gully and... Oh, no. We only want to run two. We've got it between the gully and the wicketkeeper. We're able to run two there, so that was good. Jimmy Anderson with a very unconventional field on the leg side. Straight drive down the ground is actually not where the toggle was. But we'll take the runs. We'll take two. Backward square leg and a short fine leg. If he bowls it short enough, I might be able to get it over the top. That's not what I had in mind, but the result was. I've just noticed that Carey's now out. And the tail is a little bit funky because if you didn't know, which I'll actually show it now, Matt Renshaw's batting at 11, which, if you didn't watch the last episode, I went on a little rant in the middle of the video when I found that out. But yeah, Cummins is batting at 7, which seems high. But then you got the tail of Cummins, Stark, Lyon, and Hazelwood, plus the extra batsman of Renshaw. So yes, that's very interesting. It's been 14 wides in 67 overs. That seems like a lot. I don't know where he's going to go. If you go short, I'll tuck it around the corner. He pitches it up. I tuck it around the corner anyway. There's another maximum. I'm pretty sure that's my first on the leg side. Cummins has faced 5 balls. I probably don't want him facing too many deliveries. Even though he is batting at 7. That is 4. Stokes talks to Anderson. I'm pretty sure Anderson is more than qualified to correct his own bowling. We'll run that. I might do a little bit of my strike hog work now that we're into the tail. as I said, I don't feel fantastic about batting with Cummins, Stark, Hazelwood and Lyon in terms of them scoring runs. But if I can score the runs, I don't have a problem with that because I have a lot more confidence in my own abilities compared to them. Play that off the back foot. That's a good shot. Hopefully we can get 4. Not to be. We'll get 2. Okay, they've blocked extra cover now. They've got a short cover in place. So if he pitches it up, we could probably go over the top, which is exactly what I've done, and we'll get the boundary for it. Cummins doesn't last the Anderson over. Stark is the new man. Whew, that's a lot quicker than Anderson. Oh, jeez. I'm glad I didn't go for a lofted drive because that definitely would have been caught. Jeez, that had some in-swing on it. That was pitched well outside off stump and just swung all the way back in. There we go. That's a better shot. That'll be 6. I feel like we've got to play with some aggression now. We've got to play with some aggression now that wickets are starting to fall. So I've got to score as many runs as I can, as quickly as I can. That's a low bouncer. It's my highest first-class score of the season. Albeit I haven't hit that many hundreds. Tried to step back and hit it over. It didn't quite go as planned. I've gone early. I've lofted it over the top. There's 6 more. They've got Crawley under the lid nice and close. That fielder could probably be placed elsewhere. Admittedly, it probably wasn't that smart of me to hit the last ball of the over for 6. Now I've got Anderson bowling to Stark. Yeah, we'll take the single. Now they've really spread the field. Okay, we'll try and go over extra cover. Not going to work. Oh, that's worked. 150. Not always been textbook, but 18 fours, 7 sixes. Can't argue with the result. There's a deep cover point, there's a deep mid-off, and an extra cover. If I can get it over or in between those 2 fielders, it's just not a very wide gap. I might try and get a single here and give Stark 1 ball to Anderson. I mean, Anderson 1 ball to Stark, you know what I mean? You've got 1 ball Stark, just don't get out. He does his job. There's the wagon wheel, starting to look a little bit more full compared to the last one that we saw. A few more 6s. A few more shots on a few more different places, but very offside dominant. It feels wrong calling this ground an oval, because it definitely isn't. It's more of a round square, if that makes any sense. But yeah, very nice work. Slower ball first delivery, which I completely misplayed. This one's definitely going to be faster. I've played for the pace, and it's got me. 152 will have to go. Probably could have played it along the ground. There were gaps there, but it's a shot that we've played so many times and gotten the runs that it's eventually gotten us out. Nathan Lyon, may God have mercy on your soul. We get 350. We're doing well-ish. Now they've got a big partnership. Joe Root gets his 100. Sam Haines in the team. Bloody hell. We're 3 for 41. Let's have a look at the state of the game. We're on the morning of day 3. Hang on. So they're not playing a spinner. Can confirm. So yeah, the morning of day 3, we trail by 9 runs. We're essentially 3 for -9. So we could look to score fairly quickly. We're in with Khawaja, who isn't going to score that fast, in saying that he is 21 of 29. Broad's got a few caught and bowls this test. That's his 3rd one, if I'm not mistaken. Because he got 2 in the first innings. Root ended up on 135. But yeah, 3 for 41. Not in a great space. Pitch is starting to crack up. Cover is open, as is down the ground. And it's a dot ball to begin. There's a shot in the gap. We get our first runs of the innings. I don't know if it'll be a boundary. It is a boundary. Still behind in the game, so we've got to sort of bat quite positively. Try and score these runs quickly. I've got to remember that it's a 5-day game as well. So we don't necessarily have to bat times just yet. But obviously we're already 3 wickets down, which is not ideal. They're just pitching up, and we are timing this shot so well. We've hit 3 consecutive boundaries. If he pitches it up again, that's exactly where it's going. Didn't time that as well. But it might still go to the rope. It's a short boundary. We're going to get... No, it's gone for 4. I think there's been a mess up in the deep. Let's actually look at what happened there, because I think the fielder is stuffed up. So the ball's slowed down, and he's just let it go. What's he done that for? Stokes has got a bit more of a spread out field in his bowling pursuits. But the fielders aren't even bothering chasing that one. That's gone for 4. We have been scoring exclusively from boundaries so far. There is a very short delivery, a well-aimed bouncer. They've put in a deep point, although I haven't really been hitting balls in that general direction. No, we're not going to run that. It's another good shot off Wokes. He's been going for a bit of tap this innings. But another boundary to Steve Smith. That is the morning session done. Come off for a bit of a break. It's looking okay. Better than where we were a couple of overs ago, but we've got a lot of work to do. We're in the lead now, which is decent. So we're not going to lose by an innings, which is good, but we've still got a lot of work to do. So let's continue. I do wish that I did bat slightly higher up the order, because a lot of the time I found in this match, like, it's good that I'm batting with Khawaja now, but after, so for example, I batted with Green for the majority of the start of my innings last time around, and then once he got out, I was then batting with Carey, who ordinarily would bat at 7, but he was batting at 6, and because I'm coming in at 5, it just seems, it feels like I'm batting too low for the quality of player that I am. I'm saying that Steve Smith is a really good player. I'm not saying I'm a really good player. But it feels like I'm sort of wasted that way. That's a good shot by Khawaja, actually. We'll go for 4. But we'll keep running. I was too busy talking. We'll run 3, actually. We'll get ourselves back on strike. I actually haven't seen too many straight shots for myself in this innings. We might go there now. Not off this ball. There is a very small gap between cover point and extra cover. We could go there. That is exactly where we go. Won't go to the boundary. I haven't quite timed it. And then there's a little gap at mid-off and extra cover. That'll be more difficult because mid-off is a bit closer. But this gap over here, that's probably the one to go to if we can't go down the ground. That's better. That'll go for 4. It just occurred to me that 2 that we hit, that was the first runs that we hit that wasn't boundaries. And that's probably our first shot that's on the leg side. One of the few shots we've had on the leg side. Basically exclusively been through the cover and cover point areas. Watch this last ball off Mark Wood. Got us out in the last innings. Gave him a little bit of tap in his first over. That's a good shot. More of a back foot punch, that one. I'd like to see a replay. Just swiped at it. It's gone for 4. Partnership's got to be getting close to 50. So I think it was 41 where we came to the stumps. Came to the crease, not came to the stumps. That's a weird thing to say. But it's got to be close. Just get that out of my system. I was thinking about it for a long time. Now the 50 partnership's up. I knew it was around the corner. wanting to bring it up in style. Be a 45 off 24. Play our first defensive stroke of the innings, just to end off the over. 3 for 96. Jimmy Anderson, very interesting field. They got a short cover. No, that's not where I wanted to hit it. And he's changed the field almost immediately. We'll go high and long. We'll hit over the field. That's the 50. 9 fours, 2 sixes, 27 deliveries. They've put a man in the deep now, which I don't necessarily mind. We'll just put it down there for 1. Still 3 wickets down, and I mean, look at that really thick line of all my all my cover drives. Not a lot of variation in where I've been hitting the ball this innings. And those 2 sixes have basically gone in the same spot as well. Real bizarre innings so far. It's in the gap. I have not timed it well, but we're going to come back for the second. We're going to rush Khawaja up the other end. He makes it. I was thinking just before of hitting it down there, down to deep third, but they've put a man back there now, which is a little bit unfortunate. Slower delivery, and I've hit it straight to a fielder. That's in the gap. That's nice. We'll get 2 more. They've changed to a leg side heavy field, which is really odd for this delivery, because I'm sort of not hitting to the leg side, and he's not bowling to a field that supports the field setting. It's very strange. Just take the single off Mark Wood. He's bowling quite quick, and not that I'm worried I'm going to get out, but the field was a bit funky, so I'm happy just to get off strike, let Khawaja face a few balls. This was not the field that I had. Yeah, his was, they had a short cover, they had a backward point. It was a very weird field. Is Sam Hain making his test debut in this match? That's weird. No hate on Sam Hain, I just don't think of him as a test cricketer, that's all. I had hopes of scoring the fastest 100 in test cricket, but that probably isn't going to happen unless I play a few aerial shots. And yeah, I don't think it's going to happen this innings, guys. It might be something I go for in the future, considering how I've been playing in the T20 stuff. And it's something I definitely think I could break, but won't be happening today unless I really get hammering. Yeah, we'll run it. Oh, Khawaja, I've just almost barbecued you. Barbecued you. I tried to say barbecue and cooked in the same word. Just did not work. It's over the top. We'll bounce away for 4. Ben Stokes. I don't think I've faced Ben Stokes yet in this innings. Oh, it's going to hit the stumps. 5 centimetres either way, that would have been runs, but unfortunately, just a dot ball. That's a nice shot. Just flicked away to the offside for 6. Actually, it was more of a back foot drive than back foot flick. Actually, I don't even know how a back foot flick would work, but it's a lovely shot nonetheless. And that'll be 4 as well. That has gone past point, and it's just been smacked away to the backward point boundary. 75 now. They've put the deep point in, but gully... They've put a gully there to stop the man. Sorry, stop the ball. Geez, Ollie Pope is small. But yeah, this is a much better field for my kind of batting. Just don't bowl too straight, because I'll hit it down the ground. It is a little risky, but I could go over James Anderson's head at mid-off, which I've done fairly comfortably. And he's doing stretches. He wants to come back on. I want to have a look at James Anderson, number 9. He's doing stretches. Come on, Jimmy, do your stretches. There we go. Do the stretches, Jimmy. Oh, that's great. The run rate's over 5 now. We might actually just see this ball through. Good leave. 3 for 140. Stuart Broad bowling at the other end. I haven't faced a great deal of Stuart Broad either. But Khawaja doing well. Surviving. Yeah, we'll run those. That's 4 for Khawaja's bat. Lovely shot. And the 100 partnership's up now. That's down the ground. Have not timed it as well as I'd hoped. But we'll get 4 for it. I was premeditating that last delivery a little bit. I was thinking of hitting it over cover, but it was a lot straighter than I imagined. So I was already had my hand over the loft button, or the aggressive shot button as it's called. It's a perfectly safe shot. There's nobody back there, and we're timing it well enough that I know I'm going to be okay. Gets us to 87 now. Still nobody back there, which we might go there again. That was a little bit flatter. I'm sure the fielder could have tried and jumped and get it. But we're into the 90s. That is a massive shot down the ground. It's 6 more. We are inching closer and closer to another century at Lord's. That'll be the 100. Back-to-back hundreds at Lord's. Raise the bat, Smithy. You have deserved it. 54 balls, 16 fours, 4 sixes. We have beaten Khawaja to the milestone. He's only scored about 10 runs in this partnership. Does not matter. I am happy that we have done this. There's obviously a lot more work to do. We're only in the lead by 116. But we are out Bazballing England. We've got to continue. Because the fight's not over until we're out. Wagon wheel's starting to take a bit more shape. Only that one shot on the leg side. So offside dominant in this match. What a special innings. Straight drive. We haven't seen too many of those in this innings. But Stuart Broad bowls 1 2 straight. We knock it down the ground for 4. He's been the best of England's bowlers so far. And this is obviously right before his retirement, so we might force him into retirement with a bad series. But back-to-back hundreds to start the series, that I could not have wished for anything better. Oh, it's a fully. I've not timed it well. Kind of lucky, actually. That could have gone anywhere. We'll see what Khawaja can do. I would like to see Khawaja get at 50 or 100. He's done well. Gets behind it. 3 for 178. There's man at deep mid-off. Oh no, I don't want the second run. There we go. We'll get the single. I wouldn't mind seeing Khawaja score some runs now. I know that we're doing majority of the work. Yeah, we'll take the single there. It's a little bit of an edge shot. We'll come back for 2. Have the strike again, Khawaja. Ooh, that has come back a long way. And luckily, hasn't got me out, more importantly. And another play and miss. Dangerous stuff from Broad. He's bowling superbly. Just played the wrong line there. 4 dots in a row off Stuart Broad. That's probably the most I've faced in a while. And that'll make it 5. Some phenomenal fielding by whoever that was. Zach Crawley, the big man at short cover. There we go. Won't be a maiden, but that is some good bowling. Good bowling from Broad. He probably deserved a maiden, but we've just lent on it and driven it over cover for 4. All right, Ben Stokes going around the wicket, so I'm assuming it's going to be short. And that's probably going to be a wide. And it is a wide. Three wides off Ben Stokes in this over, and he's actually yet to bowl a decent ball. We get the single to end the over. 3 for 190 now. Mark Wood. Now, I've learnt my lesson. I'm not going to try and hit over cover, because that's how I got out last time. So he bowls me a full toss, which is really a gift. Is that 150 partnership? I'll say it's not the 200, but it's 150. And we're doing it in quick style. That's in the gap again. Fielder's not chasing after it. Back-to-back boundaries. There's a gap in the field now. Do we look to go over? No, just hop on the back foot. We get another boundary. Stokes is saying, Wood, calm down, man. Actually, you call him Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark, you need to calm down. You're none for 30 or 4.3 overs in a test match. Settle. That's a wide. Keep it on the pitch. I broke my own rule. I'm hitting over cover and it's gone for another 6. The ball was there. There's no fielders on the rope. And we've timed it sweetly. And it's close-ish to the fielder, but the fielder's nowhere near it. It's going to be another boundary. Stuart Broad is back into the attack. He's changed ends. He's now having a go at Khawaja. He's been the best of England's bowlers. As a nick, it'll be 50. Raise your bat, Khawaja. Taking it a little bit more slowly than me, but that is okay. He's doing a job, and he's doing it well. Lofted down the ground. I probably didn't need to loft it, but we're just timing it so well. It's 4. Now, I wonder what time is it? Because I'm assuming there'd be plenty of time left in the day. That's 6. That's the 150. We are in some rare form with the bat. Back-to-back 150s. 197 strike rate, 23 fours, 7 sixes. Do we keep going? I want to call it an episode, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid if I stop recording, I'm going to lose progress. And I'm going to lose my touch. I'm in too good a form. I can't stop. Oh, maybe that's the cue to stop. All right, we're going to call it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. You've seen me get to 150, back-to-back 150s. I'll be back. This test is going to take forever. I'll be back in the next episode. That is a wide, surely, yes. I will be back in the next episode for some more Cricket 24 action, where we can hopefully save Australia from this abomination. See you guys then.